Hello, my name is Adrian, and I had a hobby that made everyone think that I wasn't manly enough. Sounds weird, right? So, my hobby was playing with dolls and collecting them. Since I was a little kid, I always preferred dolls to traditional toys intended for boys. It was so much more interesting to me to choose dresses for dolls, and I was fascinated by decorating dollhouses and stuff like that. It wasn't a big deal when I was a kid, and my parents and older sister weren't against it. When I started high school, I didn't exactly play with them, but I kept collecting them. You know, some people collect coins or action figures, and I collected dolls. This also affected my sense of style. I preferred more flamboyant choice of clothing and hairstyles. But for the most of my life, I was hiding my passions from everyone except my closest friends. When I started high school, my secret got out in the most awkward way possible. My sister's friends were coming over to her and accidentally caught a glimpse of my room full of dolls. One of them made a photo and later was showing it to people. Stuff like this travels fast, and soon enough, guys from my class found out about it. They started making fun of me because of it. Some were just making relatively innocent jokes, but a certain group of 4 guys started to mock me every day about it. They were saying that I'm girly and joking that I probably wear dresses while nobody is looking. It was bearable at first, but every day it was getting worse because they were actively telling it to everyone. Soon, the entire school knew about my secret hobby. My nickname became Adriana, and they were trying to offend me every time they got a chance. Almost every time I tried to say something, they were parodying me in a girly voice. This continued for a couple of months, and I didn't want to go to school because of it. My sister was very sorry, and she stopped being friends with the girl who made a photo. Moreover, she was defending me against anyone who dared to say a bad thing about me. Later, I found photoshopped images of me with a lipstick and other girly stuff. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want everyone to think that I was too girly, so I tried desperately to appear more manly than I was. I started wearing darker clothing, reading about cars and stuff that I thought most of the boys liked. I even tried to talk with a lowered voice and be more aggressive, like mocking other guys too and making nasty jokes. But nobody would believe it if I still had my dolls. So I did something that I regret to this day. I threw all of my dolls away in a fit of rage. At least I could have given them to some kid or donate them somewhere. But instead, I just threw them out and made photos to prove it. I collected them my whole life, and then all of them gone in one day. Guys continued to mock me, but less and less every day. Soon, everything was kind of all right. Nobody bothered me, and I thought I would feel better that way. But honestly, I hated being like that every day. But I desperately wanted to be as manly as the other guys. Then, one day, something happened. In a hallway, a bunch of younger boys, like a year younger, were harassing a girl from their class. She was a shy girl with a speech defect. She was asking them to go away, but they would just repeat what she said, parodying her speech. My classmates were standing not too far away, laughing and filming it on their phones. I joined them, but I didn't find it funny at all. I don't like conflicts, and even a thought of trying to stop it was terrifying for me. But if I wouldn't do it, then who would? So I started walking towards them. Guys from my class didn't understand what was happening at first. I stood between the girl and younger boys and said, "Stop bothering her." They started mocking me. Oh, look, Adriana came to help. I came real close to one of them, like eye to eye, and said quietly, "Go away." He continued to mock me, but I just stood real close to him, not budging for an inch. Soon, they both got afraid and went away. My classmates continued to laugh and film it. I didn't care. I took the girl to the teacher and described the situation, and the teacher said that she was proud that we had such responsible young men in our school. For the next few days, I was thinking a lot about this situation. Guys who were so proud of their manliness didn't do anything. They were just standing and watching. And this is who I looked up to? This is who I wanted to be? So I said to myself, enough is enough. Soon, I bought myself new clothes, the type I always liked, flamboyant and colorful, and changed my hairstyle. When my classmates saw that, they started mocking me again, but I didn't care because I knew that the only thing they could do is talk. But I still didn't have my dolls, and it was still bothering me. I didn't want to start collecting again, so I found another solution. I started sewing. I mean, if I like dressing my dolls and choosing clothing for them, why don't I do it for real people? I hope that by next year, I will be able to make a beautiful dress for my sister, because even if it was partly her fault for revealing my secret, she was supportive of me my whole life and stopped being friends with a girl who started it. Being manly or girly is not about how you dress or what you like, but about what kind of person you are. My sister is braver than any of my classmates, and that says a lot.